So it seems like you've been spending a lot of time with Top TV lately.
Mm-hmm.
And, I get it.
Yeah.
Who isn't interested in natural ways to, improve erectile strength?
Right.
And I think a lot of guys out there are looking for, maybe a more holistic approach
Yeah.
to sexual health.
Yeah.
Maybe even, looking to move away from just relying on medication.
Yeah, absolutely.
So in this deep dive, you and I are going to unpack some of the key areas that Top TV highlights.
Okay. Sounds good.
Things like, lifestyle changes, nutrition, exercise, stress management.
Yeah.
All of these things can make a huge difference when it comes to, blood flow hormones and even just, your overall confidence.
It really is amazing how interconnected all these things are.
Yeah.
You know what's fascinating about Top TV is that they don't just, throw out random tips.
Right.
They actually back up their claims with, scientific research.
Yeah.
Like, for example, they talk about Kegel exercises.
Kegels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, strengthen those pelvic floor muscles, which are directly linked to better erectile function.
Have you ever tried those?
I have. I have.
Interesting.
Yeah, they're actually really helpful.
Kegels, huh?
Yeah.
I've heard about them, but never really connected them to,
Yeah.
to that.
I know it's not something that we typically talk about,
Yeah.
but it really can make a difference.
I can see how strengthening those muscles would be beneficial.
Exactly. And they also talk about the science behind, how chronic stress can impact blood flow and hormonal balance,
Right.
both of which are, crucial for healthy erectile function.
That makes a lot of sense, especially, since stress affects pretty much everythch else in the body, too.
Oh, absolutely.
So Top TV also gets into the nutrition side of things, right?
Yeah, they do. They talk a lot about, how zinc-rich foods,
Okay.
like oysters, for example,
Yeah.
can have a positive impact on testosterone production.
Interesting.
Yeah, and they also emphasize the benefits of a Mediterranean diet, rich in fruits, vegetables, healthy fats. All of that's good for improving cardiovascular health, which, again, is directly linked to better blood flow.
Now that you mentioned the Mediterranean diet,
Yeah.
it seems like a lot of these, natural approaches that we're talking about,
Yeah.
they have benefits that go way beyond just, erectile strength.
Exactly. You're not just addressing one specific issue.
Right.
You're improving your overall well-being.
Exactly.
And speaking of overall health, Top TV dedicates an entire episode to the mind-body connection.
Okay.
They even highlight a study
Mm-hmm.
that was published in the Journal of Sexual Medicine
Wow.
that showed that mindfulness practices can significantly improve erectile function.
Mindfulness for stronger erections.
I know, it sounds kind of crazy.
That's pretty wild.
But it's true.
It really does, highlight how interconnected everything is.
Absolutely. And that's what makes this approach so empowering. Instead of feeling reliant on a pill, you're making, sustainable lifestyle changes that benefit your entire body,
Yeah.
including your sexual health.
That's a really good point.
Yeah.
So, Top TV obviously focuses on the positive side of things.
Yeah.
Are there any potential downsides or things that listeners should be cautious about when they're exploring these natural approaches?
That's a great question. And while, these lifestyle changes are generally safe,
Right.
it's important to remember that everyone is different. What works for one person might not work for another. And it's always a good idea to talk to your doctor before making any, major changes,
Right.
especially if you have any underlying health conditions.
That's definitely good advice.
Mm-hmm.
So to wrap things up, it seems like Top TV offers a pretty comprehensive look at, natural ways to improve erectile strength.
They do, and they really do a great job of, presenting the science in a way that's easy to understand and, actionable.
Yeah.
And I think that's really important.
So what would you say is the key takeaway here for our listeners?
I would say the key takeaway is this.
Okay.
Lifestyle, nutrition, exercise, and stress all contribute to your overall health, including sexual well-being. It's about making those connections and finding what works best for you.
Absolutely. So considering these various natural approaches, which one feels the most, intriguing or achievable for you to explore further?
I think that's a great question for everyone to consider. I mean, for me personally, I'm really interested in learning more about mindfulness and how it can impact, not just erectile function, but just overall health and well-being.
I think that's a great place to start.
Yeah.
Thanks for taking the deep dive with me.
Yeah, this was fun.
It was fun talking about this stuff, and, hopefully our listeners got a lot out of it.
I hope so too.
We'll see you next time.
See ya.